ចាជំរាបសួរទាំងអស់គ្នាបងនីតាគាត់បងនីតាឃើញបងលើកដៃបងចង់មានសារអីដែរបង
អត់ទេបងខ្ញុំឃើញអសលើកដៃខ្ញុំចុចខាងបិទហ្នឹង
ចាអូខេបងចឹងខ្ញុំសូមអនុញ្ញាតបើកកម្មវិធីទៅដោយសារយើងដល់ម៉ោងដែរហើយចាអញ្ចឹងសូមជម្រាបសួរទាំងអស់គ្នាសូមគោរពជម្រាបសួរលោកស្រីអ្នកនាងកញ្ញានិងប្រិយមិត្តទាំងអស់ដែលកំពុងទស្សនានៅក្នុង Zoom ហ្នឹងទាំងអស់គ្នាដែលបានចូលរួមในវេលាព្រឹកនេះសូមស្វាគមន៍មកកាន់កម្មវិធី Free Webinar នាព្រឹកនេះដែលរៀបចំដោយក្រុមហ៊ុន Talent Excellent Development Partner ឬហៅកាត់ថា TEDP ក្រោមបាក់ដល់លំបាកតាមរយៈក្បួនហុងស៊ុយអញ្ចឹងថ្ងៃនេះនាងខ្ញុំឈ្មោះមូលីកានាងខ្ញុំជាអ្នកសម្របសម្រួលកម្មវិធីក្នុងពេលព្រឹកនេះជូនដល់លោកលោកស្រីនាងកញ្ញាទាំងអស់អញ្ចឹងសូមអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យនាងខ្ញុំគោរពជម្រាបសួរម្ដងទៀតអញ្ចឹងមុននឹងឈានចូលដល់កម្មវិធីនាងខ្ញុំសូមជម្រាបជូនអស់លោកលោកស្រីនាងកញ្ញាពីកម្មវិធីនេះព្រឹកនេះបន្តិចគឺកម្មវិធីសិក្ខាសាលា Webinar នៃព្រឹកនេះយើងធ្វើឡើងអនឡាញនេះត្រូវបានព្រួយផ្ដើមនិងរៀបចំឡើងដោយក្រុមហ៊ុន Talent Excellent Development Partner TEDP ក្នុងគោលបំណងដើម្បីជួយផ្សព្វផ្សាយនិងចែករំលែកចំណេះដឹងជូនដល់សាធារណជនក៏ដូចជាម្ចាស់ក្រុមហ៊ុនអាជីវកម្មទាំងអស់ពីចំណេះដឹងនៃការគ្រប់គ្រងធនធានមនុស្សនិងចំណេះដឹងផ្សេងទៀតតាក់ទងនឹងអាជីវកម្មហើយនិង lifestyle មួយចំនួនជូនដល់ប្រិយមិត្តអ្នកស្ដាប់អញ្ចឹង Talent Excellent Development Partner ជាក្រុមហ៊ុនដែលប្រឹក្សាយោបល់លើការរៀបចំប្រព័ន្ធគ្រប់គ្រងធនធានមនុស្សសម្រាប់អាជីវកម្មខ្នាតតូចនិងមធ្យមជាពិសេសក្រុមហ៊ុនគឺគាត់មានឯកទេសខាងរៀបចំ KPIចឹងសេវាកម្មរបស់ក្រុមហ៊ុនយើងមានដូចជាការរៀបចំប្រព័ន្ធ KPI ការរៀបចំប្រព័ន្ធគ្រប់គ្រងធនធានមនុស្សទីប្រឹក្សាយោបល់លើការគ្រប់គ្រងអនុវត្តការងាររបស់បុគ្គលិកនិងកម្មវិធីបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលអភិវឌ្ឍធនធានមនុស្សការបង្វឹកអភិវឌ្ឍអាជីពការងារមគ្គុទ្ទេសក៍ជ្រើសរើសការងារនិងកម្មវិធីគូកងអាជីពចឹងបើសិនជាអស់លោកលោកស្រីអ្នកនាងកញ្ញាចង់ដឹងព័ត៌មានបន្ថែមពី TEDP លោកស្រីអ្នកនាងកញ្ញាអាចចូលទៅកាន់ Facebook TEDP Cambodia ឬ Talent Excellent Development Partner ដើម្បីទទួលបានព័ត៌មានបន្ថែមក៏ដូចជា Free Webinar នៅវេលាក្រោយៗទៀតអញ្ចឹងដោយសារតែវាគ្មិនរបស់យើងក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះគាត់នឹងនិយាយជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសអញ្ចឹងនាងខ្ញុំសូមអនុញ្ញាតប្រើប្រាស់ភាសាអង់គ្លេសពីពេលនេះតទៅអញ្ចឹងមុននឹងចាប់ផ្ដើមនាងខ្ញុំអនុញ្ញាតជម្រាបសួរថាក្នុងពេលដែលគាត់កំពុង present លោកលោកស្រីនាងកញ្ញាអាច post question នៅក្នុង chat ហើយដាក់ question នៅក្នុង chat ទៅខ្ញុំពេលដែលគាត់ចប់ point គាត់នៅ slide ណាមួយនាងខ្ញុំអាចបង្អាក់គាត់ដើម្បីសួរសំណួរឬមួយបើសិនជាសំណួរនោះអាចទុកដល់ពេលដែលគាត់ចប់នាងខ្ញុំនឹងសួរនាងកញ្ញាចង់សួរគាត់ដោយផ្ទាល់នាងលោកលោកស្រីនាងកញ្ញាអាចលើកដៃទៅនាងខ្ញុំនឹងអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យលោកលោកស្រីនាងកញ្ញាអាចសួរពីមិនយើងដោយផ្ទាល់បាន So before we start I would like to our speaker today, as many of you have known, is Master Ooi Wai Loon. He is one of only a few consultants worldwide in classical. Through skill and closely guarded secret learned directly from world-renowned Chinese master. Master Ooi Wai Loon offers clients unprecedented results. Born in Malaysia, Master Ooi Wai Loon received his first Feng Shui exposure from his father at the tender age of 12. Since then, he has shared his knowledge With many people coming from different background and culture, his direct approach and result-oriented method have inspired and changed the life of many people to be successful today. His clientele spread around the world in 25 countries, ranging from private individual to listed company in Malaysia, London, and New York, with combined annual turnover of $5 billion annually. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Master Ooi Wai Loon. Master Ooi Wai Loon, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Molly. For the past 1 year plus, I believe that many people are staying at home or work from home. So Feng Shui can also help you just to take some document and start to work from home. And in Malaysia now, the COVID case is also very high, about 8,000 cases yesterday. It was very dangerous right now, so we all stay at home. So let me start some introduction about myself. Before I start the session, may I know how many of you here have actually consulted a Feng Shui master before, or you have experience doing a Feng Shui consultation? Can you type 1 in the chat room if you have? If you have, can I see you type 1 in the chat room? If you don't have, you type 2. If you don't have, you type 2. Never do Feng Shui consultation before, you type 2. If you have, you type 1. Okay? Need some interaction from everyone here. Yes. Very good, very good. Many people have no exposure before. Okay. Okay, very good. So let me share some the slide to you all. Wait, very good. So at least I know the background that you have some experience before or don't have some experience before. So today's topic that I'm sharing is creating opportunity in difficult times. Actually, this topic was first shared back in 2008 when we are also going through a very bad difficult times when the US mortgage collapsed during that time. This is one of the signature topic that I do across Asia during that time. So how can have you you may face some challenge about money. Feng Shui is about our life, how it affects our health, our relationship, our money, our children, our child. How about that? I will share with all of you on these things. Okay. So myself, my name is Master Ooi Wai Loon. You can call me Master Wai Loon. You do. Okay. So I started, and over the years, I have built the business, I think, for the past 17 years. And these are some of the representatives from around the world that are representing our Feng Shui business. Okay. And in today's topic, creating opportunity in difficult times, okay, just now that I mentioned before. So here are some of the clients that we currently serve around the world. So some of them are private individuals, like some friends, some JCI friends, some BNI friends, okay, here. So even Starbucks coffee, they also do Feng Shui. But I cannot publicly publicize all these things because we signed the non-disclosure agreement. For you to see here in the Zoom is okay. So I believe some of you who are in my Facebook, you don't see me putting all this logo up there because we signed the non-disclosure agreement. So these are all our customers from around our world. Some of the customers that I extract their logo out. Okay. So I will start with the misconception about Feng Shui and what is the real Feng Shui. Maybe some of you never do Feng Shui before. You may also heard that some Feng Shui, they will say that, you know, you have to wear some crystal, you have to put some traditional Chinese coin, or you put a horse on your table, or waterfall painting, things like that, right? Okay. Or you buy the ship with a lot of gold bar, put it at the entrance coming into your house, then you receive the good luck, right? So how many of you have heard of this before? Can you type one? If you heard of this before, type one in the chat room. Or you have these things in your house, that you actually have these things in your house. Maybe you can type one. Okay. So if you have these things in your house, maybe you buy when you hear some friend talk about Feng Shui before, or you buy just for decorations. Okay, just for your information, all these things actually is not Feng Shui at all. Okay, so what is actually Feng Shui? Okay, Feng Shui is about the environment. Okay, so Feng Shui is about having the good environment around us. Okay, so for example, that your house that you are staying in the area, of your house that you are staying. So whether the area have a good Feng Shui or not, it will affect the energy, the qi of your house. Okay. And the direction of the house or the direction of your office that you're going in from the main answer. Why are you wearing a blue color coat? You know, is it your lucky color? Say no, this is not my lucky color. You know, this coat look very nice. And when I go to Korea, I saw this coat look very nice, like people wear in Korean drama. So I just buy it. Okay, so color has nothing to do with Feng Shui at all. And then some friends also may ask me, Master, I want to buy a car. What is the good number, lucky number for my car? I want to buy a house. Is this number 13, number 8? Is it a lucky number, you know, for me? So the number also has nothing to do with Feng Shui. Okay, so colors, numbers, all these have nothing to do with Feng Shui. And like I mentioned just now, we talk about the object, like the decoration object, or in some shops that you go, you see the Japanese cat, you know, the moving cat, the hand like that, very common things. They say you put the cat at the cashier, it will bring money, correct or not? And then the hand keep moving non-stop. So this one also nothing to do with Feng Shui. This is very good Japanese strategy to sell the things to you. They are very good in marketing, like the Hello Kitty. And now in Malaysia, they are selling the McDonald's BTS. These are the very good marketing strategy. Make you to spend more money, but nothing to do with Feng Shui at all. Okay? Or in some local belief, like in Malaysia, that during Chinese New Year, we cannot sweep the floor. So these are the taboos or the belief that if Chinese New Year, you sweep the floor, you sweep away the money. So that year, you're not going to make money. So these are only belief, nothing to do with Feng Shui at all. So maybe in Cambodia, you also have your own local belief that you need to, you pray at a certain time, you buy certain things for the prayer, right? I see some of our friends post on Facebook when they do the prayers, quite a lot of things. You have the rose, pay everything for the prayers. So these are the tradition, but this has nothing to do with Feng Shui. It's okay to have your own tradition, okay? But these are not related to Feng Shui at all. And then some people may say that they want to pray to certain God or certain religious. it has also nothing to do with Feng Shui because Feng Shui is a science. Feng Shui itself is a science. Science meaning that like what we do in our business, with our accountings, we can do calculation. Okay, do Feng Shui. You know, last time when I travel around, sometimes I reach the restaurant early. I choose a place to sit. Then ask me, hey, Master, why you sit? Is this a very good Feng Shui for some function? How you feel this hotel is not only for because every one of you, okay? And every one of you can also learn and do about Feng Shui if you know how to do calculation. If you know mathematics, you can learn about Feng Shui, yeah? Okay? So all these taboos or superstitious things, they have no scientific they are only local tradition. About some people when they see me, they say, Master, can my face today, am I in a good luck? So Feng Shui is about you and the property. Okay, it's about you and the property and how can you match the right timing. That is the important thing. Okay, so a few things that is very important for Feng Shui for the house is the main entrance, the door into your house, your bedroom. Where is the location of your bedroom, and where is the location of your bed within the bedroom, and the kitchen stove, the one that the gas cooking that you cook at home. Okay, and for office, the important thing is also the entrance to your office, the position of your room, if you are the boss, the director, the position of your room, and the direction that you are facing. Okay, so these are the important factor. And the key person meaning that, as example, you have your sales team. So where your sales team should be, where your finance should be, where your HR should be. So these are the important factor for office. Okay, so Feng Shui is actually very simple. It's not complicated at all. Okay. So have you all heard about the Chinese horoscope before, right? So to my business is not doing so well right now, you know. Then you start really, okay. So the property that you stay, maybe in your old house, the Feng Shui is good for you. In the new house, maybe the Feng Shui is not good for you. Or maybe when you stay in the old house, you cannot make money, you struggle a lot. Then you move to another place, your luck start to change, you become better. Okay, it can be both, either one. Okay, so the earth luck is about Feng Shui, it's about the location that you are staying. So in business, it's about the product, the services, the location of your business. Okay, and the value that you provide to your customer is very important. So how can we make use of Feng Shui to help us to grow our business or to develop ourselves to be better? This is the important part. The heaven luck come in. Okay, the heaven luck is about the right timing. Okay, how can we actually capture the right timing in order to help us to do that? Okay, so this is the most important part. Later I will show you some example. So I hope the starting theory won't make you boring a bit, because we need to have some understanding about this. Okay, so how Feng Shui affect our life and businesses? Okay. So when we talk about Feng Shui, we need to know important is the property that we are staying. So maybe right now, if you have a compass on your phone, on your phone, you can take up the compass on your phone and you can see which direction that you are facing right now. Direction that you are facing, meaning that right now you're sitting and facing to your computer, what is the direction that you are facing? So you can take a phone and check your compass direction and see what direction that you are facing. Okay. So if you have the direction that you are facing, maybe you can type in the chat room. Then you can share and see which are the direction that you are currently facing right now. So this is very important for you to understand about Feng Shui. So we need to know what are the direction that we are facing. See? So Malika is facing northeast. How about the rest? Bori is facing southeast. So we have to know the direction that we are facing. Okay, take up your handphone compass and then you check what are the direction that you are facing. Someone, Boon is facing east. Kanika is facing northwest. Okay, very good. Okay, so when we look at the Feng Shui for the house, okay, how do we see? You stand inside of your house, like I show in the presentation here, face outside to the road, the entrance door that come into your house, and then you use your phone compass to see what is the direction that you are facing. So this is how we actually check. This is how we actually check. Okay. If you stay in the apartment, it's also the same. You stand behind the door and then you face out to the corridor, and then you see what are the direction that you are facing. So Long is facing north. Okay, very good. Okay. So there are some direction that is good for us and some direction that is bad for us. Then if you look at our sleeping position, how can we check which direction we are facing? Is the head that we are pointing, okay? Not the leg that we are pointing. We have to measure by the leg that we are pointing, like the diagram here. So for example, like this diagram, you can see that at the bottom, the arrow is facing to the east. So that means this person, when he sleeps, he is pointing towards east. Okay, so that is the direction that he is pointing to. Okay. So these are some example of the common belief, but it's not Feng Shui at all. It's not Feng Shui at all. You'll be surprised. Okay, if you look at A, for example, so they may say that, A is very good if you have the bed facing either on the left or on the top. Okay, and then if you look at B, some people may say that when you open the door and then you see the bed is not good, right? How many of you have heard of that before? If you heard of that before, type 3 in the chat room. If you heard of that before, type 3 in the chat room. Okay, and then if you see diagram number 3, C, they say that if your bed hit the wall behind is the kitchen, it's also not good. Okay, and then for the D, they say that when you open the door, you see the bed is also not good. If you look at E, when you open the door sideways, your bed is there, also not good. If you look at F, then the wall behind is the toilet is also not good. So if like that, we have no place to stay already. We have to go camping already. Okay. So you see, all this is very common, right? Very common thing that that people heard about or people will share, or maybe some of your friends when they come to your house, they will tell you this. Hey, why your bed like that? It's not good. Why your bed like that? Then it's not good. Then we don't need to buy a house. We can go camping. Then we don't have all this problem. Okay. So actually, all these things is not correct. It's only a superstitious belief. Okay, a superstitious belief. It's not Feng Shui at all. It's not Feng Shui at all. Okay. So don't get confused. It's not Feng Shui at all. Okay. So what is actually Feng Shui? I show you some example here. So I extract one of the layout from the report that I give to my customer. For example, if you see here, from the top one is the current layout of the customer. So this customer, he is a doctor. So he stay in the room that I put a red box. Okay. So when I visited him, he stay in the room, the master room in the red box. Okay. So what I tell him that he say, hey doctor, if you sleep in this room, it will not be good for your business, not good for your health. Okay. By using the Feng Shui formula to do the calculation, we can identify that. Okay. You see, I don't talk about the door open here, the bed is here, the bed is there, no such thing, you know. So we use the formula to do the calculation. And then I propose to him that you move to another room. Don't sleep in the master room, you move to another room. Okay, it will be very good luck for him. So he take the changes and then he moved to another room. So after 2 weeks, this is the feedback that he give to me. Say, my daughter used to vomit, okay, a few times in a week when in the old room. Since shifting to the new room, not even once she vomited. You see, he is a doctor. His wife is also a doctor. Okay, and the daughter also always vomit. And as both parents is a doctor, also don't know what is happening. Okay, but after shifting the room, the feng shui change. The feng shui change, and then the daughter don't vomit anymore. Okay, so you see how feng shui can be very easy to change your life. So this one is for health purpose. Okay, it's very amazing. And then there's another similar case. This is from one of my customer in Hong Kong. So in sometimes in December, I think last year, she wrote to me in December or November. So we started to look for apartment. Then she said that try to have baby, but still not fruitful. So I asked her, plan to have it anytime? Are both of you ready? Then she said, yes, try half year already. Okay. Then I asked her when you plan to have it, then January or February, anytime they are ready. So during the last quarter of the year, I planned the feng shui for their bedroom as well. And then after that, around February, she messaged to me on 16th of February, she messaged to me that she found a new apartment and asked me to find a good date for her to move. And she also tell me that also I am pregnant now. You see the message at the bottom with the 2 icons? She said that she's already pregnant. So right now she's already 5 months pregnant. February, March, April, May. Yeah, 5 months pregnant. Okay, you see? So this is also how feng shui can help us in terms of our health, in terms of pregnancy as well. Okay, so it's not difficult. Okay, these are some of the examples. Okay, and then when we talk about the kitchen, the most important thing in the kitchen is our kitchen stove. Kitchen stove meaning that the gas stove or the electrical stove where we do our cooking. This is the important. Where you want to put your fridge, where you want to put the sink, where you want to put your rice cooker, where you want to put the plate is up to you. It doesn't matter. The important thing is the kitchen stove where you cook. Okay, how you want to design? You want to put brown color, white color glass, white gray color top or white color top is up to you. The design, the material, the color is up to you. It's not important. The important thing is we use the feng shui formula to calculate and identify the location for your cooking stove. Okay, I show you some example here. Okay, so this is also some of the very common thing that you may heard before. For example, if you look at A, they say that if your toilet door open and you see the stove is not good, correct or not? You can see the layout on the A, and then the layout on the B, the stove and the sink next to each other, water and fire next to each other, always have quarrel. This is very common, people will say, right? Okay. And then C, also you have when you open into your kitchen, you see the stove directly, is also not good. And then the D also, you open the door, go into your kitchen, you see the stove directly, also not good. So if like that, then no need to cook already. Everywhere also no good, cannot put the stove ready. Okay, so all this is also not correct. All this that you heard before from your friend or from the books or from the newspaper, from the TV that you see before is also not correct. These are not feng shui. So in actual feng shui, how do we actually do it? Okay, so we come back to this case study, for example, like this house. Okay, this is a 2-story house. You can see that the location of the kitchen stove is on the top left corner, right? On the northwest, I put there. Okay, so based on the feng shui formula calculation, when the kitchen stove located in the northwest sector, we have the dead qi. Dead qi meaning that the energy in the sector is not good. Okay, it will cause a long-term. If for long-term, it will cause health issue. For example, you may have cancer. Okay, if it's serious, you can have cancer. Or you can even have stroke or heart attack, okay? And it will cause some people to die as well if it's very serious, okay? So for this house, it's very lucky that he only moved in for 2 years. It's not too long, okay? I have another customer, similar case, and I visited them in somewhere around almost end of last year. So when I visit their house, they also have the similar situation. And when I do the calculation, I ask them, anyone in the house have a very serious sickness back in 2016? Then they were surprised. They say that my father passed away in 2016. Okay. Then they asked me, then Master, why you ask about this? because the stove is what caused the father pass away during that time. And then when we do the calculation, we check the stove, the door, and the bedroom, we can identify that the father passed away because of liver cancer. Because of liver cancer. And their family were very surprised that how do we actually know it's a liver cancer, because they never tell me before. Okay, so in Feng Shui, when we do the calculation, we can identify what is the problem. So for example, for the kitchen, in this case, when the kitchen in this position is not good, what we propose is we propose for them to move the kitchen to another sector to avoid the bad qi. Okay, so this is how Feng Shui actually works, So it's not about, like just now, the previous slide that you see, it's not about getting into the it's not like this one, it's not like getting into all this nonsense, whether your stove facing the door or all this is, or the stove next to the sink, these are not important, okay? So these are only superstitious things, okay? The important is we need to do the calculation to identify the good qi and the bad qi and the best location for the kitchen stove, okay? So how does the kitchen stove affect our life? Number one, if the kitchen stove in the dead qi location, it will cause health problem. If the kitchen stove is in our good area that for our career, we cannot move forward in our business. Okay, so this is very important. Okay. So here are some examples from one of my customers in Thailand. So in March, so she is looking for a job. So I asked her, have you got a new job? She said almost. Now the CEO is looking for the package. So on 7th of May, she already get the confirmation and going to sign the employment contract. That is very good for her. Okay. And then this is also a recent case that one of my customers, I will show you how can this affect the business. So this person, he is a contractor. He build houses. Okay. He do project building. So before, he actually moved to the new house last year. During the COVID-19, he moved to the new house. Before, he is staying at the old house. So this is an example of when you move to a new house and then your luck start to become very bad. So last year during COVID-19, there is not much thing he can do. So he built his own house. Okay. So he wrote to me on 2nd of May. So what I seem to observe, everything seemed right. Then suddenly a change of event will mess up my project. So he have a lot of problem with the project. Okay. He managed to get the job, but small problem become big problem. Okay, sometimes it's not even a problem at all. For example, he said that like certain important project, we are ahead of our target date. We set the date of construction for 7 months. My boss say I'm good, so he changed to 4 months. We able to deliver in 3 months. It's very good. 7 months project, he can finish and deliver in 3 months. It's very good, right? But somehow they face some problem with the engineer. They come to check, and then they say that there is some major electrical design issue. So it's a very big headache. After you finish the whole thing, then when the inspector come and check, they say there's a major issue, So all these things is costing him money. So when I talked to him, I asked him when it started to happen. Is it after February? So he said, yes, after February, because December, I still have a lot of money. You see? So in last year, December, he's still very rich. No problem. But after February, he become poor. Okay, what happened within the last few months? Okay, you see, Feng Shui start to change in the month of February. Okay, Feng Shui start to change in the month of February. So Feng Shui does not change according to the Chinese New Year. It start to change in the month of February. It follow the farmer's calendar. Okay, so in the Chinese, there are two types of calendar. We have the lunar calendar. Lunar calendar means the moon calendar. That one is the Chinese New Year. The farmer's calendar is the one that Feng Shui and your Chinese horoscope change. So whether you are born in the year of rat or you are born in the year of ox, that one we follow the farmer's calendar. Okay. So after we do the Feng Shui changes for him, okay, on 19th of May, he wrote to me and say that things are going very well. Problems still have a bit, but in the positive way. Okay, so slowly he start to see a lot of good progress. So he is very happy that now after he invested to do the Feng Shui consultation, things is back on track already for him. So this happened only within about 2 to 3 weeks time. Okay, so this is how an example that Feng Shui can help us to solve some business problem. Okay. So how to harness the energy of the environment through Feng Shui to create opportunity for us. So before I move into this topic, anyone have any question that like to ask me? You can type in the chat room. Or Monica, you have any question that you have on hand that you like to ask?
Well, we will wait a bit if anyone has some questions. I think you can continue.
Okay, everyone is paying attention to that. Okay.
Yes, like we are in the type following.
Okay, so before I continue to this topic, how to harvest the Feng Shui, harness the energy of the environment. So may I know what you want to, for those of you who are here, what you want to achieve through Feng Shui? Can you type in the chat room? What you want to achieve? You want to have wealth, you have a business sales problem, you have cash flow problem, you have staff problem, you have health problem, you have relationship problem. What you want to achieve through Feng Shui? You want to have babies? Also can. Your son every day play video game, don't study. How to make your son study also can. So what you want to achieve? Maybe you can type in the chat room. Then I see what you want. Then I can give you some tips how to solve it. Meantime, I have some coffee. Okay. Business problem. Okay. Wealth and health. Okay. How about others? Yeah. Future of my son. Or worry about the future of your son. How old is your son? Wun Sophie, how old is your son? Oh, 25. Okay. So 25 is quite worrying right now. How about the rest?
I think for many might be a business problem, especially during this pandemic, like kind of worry and a little panic.
Yes, everyone having business problem. Okay, so I share the screen again and then continue. Okay. So you see in Feng Shui just now I mentioned about the timing, right? So the timing is about being at the right place at the right time. Okay. So when you are at the right place at the right time, everything that you do become you can make money. Okay. If you are not at the right place at the right time, everything that you do is not working. Okay. So this is very important. Okay. So when that's how Feng Shui can help you to work. So I touched a bit on the Feng Shui luck cycle for you to understand how Feng Shui actually works. Okay, some people may say, or in the Chinese, they say that Feng Shui always change. Feng Shui will rotate and change. Yes, Feng Shui will rotate and change, just like the economy, just like the share market. Okay, so let us do some understanding here. You see, on the right side, you see that the cycle is going down. It's a down cycle. Okay, this is like what we experiment right now in the economy, in the market, right? We are going into a down cycle. So when we going into a down cycle, we will start to lose, or things will start to go wrong or not smooth for us. Okay, so everything is not right. Okay, everything we do also there is a problem. There are some hiccups. There are some challenges. Okay, and then if prolonged for a longer time, then we become very stressed already. Then depression will come. Okay, so this is what happened when the Feng Shui down cycle start to come. Okay, for the world economy right now, we are going through the big cycle coming to the end. When the big cycle of 20 years that started from 2004 until 2023. Okay, this is the big cycle, 2004 until 2023. Okay, so now we are on 2020, 2021. So we are almost to the end of the cycle. That's why the whole market is going down. Okay, this is the down cycle. Okay, so for some of you that your business has not been doing very well or even forced to close at this time, maybe your business premises or your house is also going through the down cycle. Okay, it's also going through the down cycle. if your Feng Shui for your house or your business is in the up cycle, okay, your Feng Shui for your house right now is very good, okay, you are in the up cycle. Your house is good, your office is good, your bedroom is good, you know, everything is good, your entrance is good, you are in the up cycle. You may also face some problem during this COVID-19, but you are not as bad as those people who are in the down cycle. Meaning that you may not make big money, but you can still make some money to survive. Okay, your business can still break even, or maybe just a little bit of loss. Okay, for example, I have one customer in Japan. They supply the construction machine. You know, those big construction machine to a lot of big company around Southeast Asia. Okay, so when I talked to him early this year, we do the Feng Shui assessment for them every year. So he feedback to me that in his industry, 75% of the company closed down. In his industry, 75% of the company closed down during 2020 because when the whole world hit with COVID-19, all the construction is work have stopped or pending, you know, so they don't have a lot of business. Okay, but for them, because they've been my customer for 10 years, so for them, I asked him, then how about your business? He said that, oh, I only have 5% drop. When the competitor closed down, they only have 5% drop. Okay, compared to what happened to the same industry, they only have 5% drop. So they can still ride through, they can still survive. Okay, so this is an example of when you have the good Feng Shui, you are in the up cycle. When you are hit with the pandemic right now, everyone is suffering, but we can still go through. Okay, but if you are in the down cycle, then things will be very challenges for you. Okay, so this is how the Feng Shui cycle actually works. Okay, so I give you an example on here. Okay, let's say in 2019, everyone is doing very well, right? In 2019, correct or not? Everyone have no problem. So if in 2019 we do the Feng Shui topic like today, nobody want to listen because everyone have no problem. Everyone busy making money. Okay, so in 2020, economy start to go down. Okay, so let's say this is the Feng Shui cycle. Okay, right now for your house or your office. And then 2021, another COVID lockdown again. So we are at the bottom right now. This is our current position. Okay, I believe this is the position for everybody, not only for certain people. In all countries, it happens to everyone. Okay, so during this COVID-19, what I do to help my customer is how to sustain and survive and ride through this pandemic. Okay, when during the good time, we maximize the Feng Shui to make more money. So during the bad time, we minimize the damage. We minimize the damage, and then we do the Feng Shui to help everyone to sustain to ride through this bad time. Okay, so if let's say this, if you have no knowledge about Feng Shui at all, you may go through the cycle like this. So in 2021, and then it will take you some time to go to 2022, 2023, and then 2024 or 25, you see some better progress in your business. Okay, so this is like a normal cycle. So what Feng Shui, what we do to help our customer is, okay, we change the Feng Shui to be in good position immediately. Okay, so for example, right now you are at the bottom here. Okay, we do the Feng Shui changes and then we bring you up to the top. So meaning that your Feng Shui, instead of you are in the bad luck right now, we make you become good luck. Okay, when you change the Feng Shui from bad luck become good luck, then you have more opportunities. Okay, you may not get big project, but you still get some project for your business to survive. Okay, because at this time, many people hold back, many big companies hold back, you know, on their spending. So we may not get some big project, but we can still get some small project for us to survive, for us to pay for our staff, our operation to ride through. At least we don't make a loss, okay, or we make some small profit. Okay, if you are good enough in the industry, then you can make money as well. We also have customers who make a lot of money during this time, okay, because of the pandemic. Okay, so this is how we can play around. We can use Feng Shui to help us to our advantage. A normal people will take a few years to go back. You see, like this chart, a normal person will take a few years to go back, maybe back in 2024 or 2025. But with Feng Shui, we can change immediately. Like previously, the contractor that I show you, we change immediately. Within 3 weeks, he recover, you know, so he will start to become better right now. He back on track. Okay, this is how Feng Shui can help us. Okay. So this is an example of a Feng Shui luck cycle. So in Feng Shui, we go up and go down as well. Everyone goes through the same cycle. Okay, even for myself, even for my house, my office, the Feng Shui will have an up and down cycle. Okay, so what we do is when we are at the bottom cycle, like just now, we change the Feng Shui so that we become in the up cycle. So when we are in the up cycle, for example, if you look at this chart, let's say in 2021, after you change the Feng Shui, you see more opportunities coming in already. Then in 2022, you see more projects start to realize, more things start to work already. Then 2023, you start to harvest that's where your big money start to come again. Okay, compared to other people, maybe 2021, 22, and 23, they are still suffering. Okay, but if you change your Feng Shui, you bring yourself to the up cycle, then you can see better result. Okay, so this is how Feng Shui can actually help us. Okay, to move on. So Feng Shui is a knowledge from the past, and how can we actually use this ancient knowledge to help us to achieve better result in our life. Okay, so I show you some example how Feng Shui actually works. So if let's say some people who may consulted Feng Shui before, or heard some friends who consulted Feng Shui before, or some people who read some books and then they follow the instruction to do the Feng Shui, and then it doesn't work. So why it doesn't work? Because the most important thing is, number one, Feng Shui is different for every individual. Okay, it's different for every individual. Example, if you are born in 1975, okay, if you're born in 1975, and then another friend born in 1980, okay, you stay in the same row of house, stay in the same neighborhood, same house, facing the same direction. But one person 75, one person 1980. Even though, let's say your brother and sister, you stay in the same house. Why your brother born in 75 doing very well, your sister born in 1980 not doing very well? Stay in the same house, correct not? People may ask, Master, why stay in the same house must be the same Feng Shui? Why it's not good for my sister? Because every individual have different calculation. Okay, 75 has 75 formula, 80 have 80 formula to do the calculation. That's why it's different. Okay, and then in terms of the application, it's not like, oh, you have to do this, you have to buy this thing, you put here, and then your luck will change. No, it doesn't happen. Okay, we have to use the formula to do the calculation and make sure that you do it right. The most important thing is you do it right and also at the right time. Okay, so for some people who some friends who have did the Feng Shui consultation with me before, they know that timing is very important. If I say 11 to 1 means 11 to 1, you cannot miss. If you do it at 1:15, you rush home, traffic jam, you do it at 1:15, then you may not get the result. Okay, if you do it 11 to 1, then it's very good. Okay, I give you an example. Like one of the property developer in KL, when they want to launch the sales for the property, okay, so we activate the Feng Shui in the morning between 10 to 12 o'clock in the morning. We activate the Feng Shui, okay, and then by 2 to 2 o'clock, the sales start to come in very fast, and then they sell off 80% already for the weekend. Okay, this is how Feng Shui can work. But if you do it on the wrong timing, maybe the sales may not come so fast. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, this is very important. And you see here why I only put 97%. There are 3% of non-success rate. Okay, to be very frank with you, why there are 3% of the people cannot see result? Because they are the people who never take action. They listen, they never change. I'm a Feng Shui master who give you advice. I'm not a God to come and bless you. Okay, so you have to take action to change as well. Okay, there are people who do it not the correct way. They don't want to listen. That's why they don't see the result. So if you follow the instruction, you will definitely see the result. So I show you some example. How does a scientific Feng Shui consultation or scientific Feng Shui actually works for you? So number one, we need to have the layout, a proper layout, so that we can see the calculation. We can do the calculation, the direction of your house or your office, like just now that I teach you how to use it, and then the birthday of your family members, okay, or in your office, the birthday of your staff, okay. So it's very important for company. So maybe some boss here, they will say that why I take the staff, they don't work properly, they don't do efficient work. Because if your staff have bad Feng Shui, they cannot perform. The same thing, if your children having a bad feng shui, your children cannot think well, they cannot progress, they cannot study well because they are having a bad feng shui. So once you change the feng shui for your children, they have the good feng shui, they will do well in school, they will study well, they will have a good job and a good career. So if your staff have a good feng shui, they will do things in more efficient way rather than always do things always wrong, you know. So it's very important to do the calculation, huh? Okay. It's like, for example, when I do the feng shui for Standard Chartered Bank in Thailand, in Bangkok for the head office. So all the senior management for the whole head office is about almost 300 people, 18 floor, 300 people for all the top senior management from VP and above. We make sure that every one of them is in the right position and the right direction so that everyone can perform. Okay, not only the CEO. If the CEO is good, but the SVP, the VP, they are not doing good, it will not be good as well. And for some company, the sales team, you know, they have a sales team. If the boss is good, the two director is very good, but the sales team is not good, they cannot bring in sales. So the sales team is also very important, how we position the sales team for the sales team to generate sales for us. Okay, finance is also important to keep our money and to collect money. Some company, they have very good sales, but no cash. Everyone owe them money, right? So you need the finance to collect money. Collection must be very good. And when the collection come back, you need to retain the money. You need to keep the money for the profit. Okay. So this is also very important. Okay. So this is how feng shui actually works. So this is an example. Like let's say based on your birth date, based on your birth date, we use the feng shui formula to do the calculation. Okay. And then we can identify the good direction and the bad direction for each individuals. Okay. So if your office have about 20 staff or 50 staff that have a table, sit down to work, then we need to calculate for everyone to make sure that all your staff is facing the good direction and sitting at the right place. Then only they can perform very well. Okay. So this is very important. So for your house, your family, not say, some people may say that, oh, master, you do the feng shui good for my husband. Then my husband can make money for me. No need to care about me. A lot of wives, they tell me about this. It's not correct, no. Your husband have very good feng shui. You don't have a good feng shui. Then you always have quarrel with your husband. Correct, no? Your husband must have good feng shui. You also must have good feng shui. Your children must also have good feng shui. Your parents also, who stay with you must also have the good feng shui. Because if your parents is staying with you and then although they retire, if they do not have a good feng shui, they always fall sick. Then you cannot concentrate on your work, right now. So everyone in the family must have the good feng shui, not only the head of the house. Okay. The same for the company, top to bottom. It's not only the top people, not only the CEO. Top to bottom approach must be correct. Okay. When we do the example, when I do the consultation for one of the big companies like Aeon, they are publicly listed in the London Stock Exchange. They are one of the world #1 reinsurance company in the world. They are also the sponsor for Manchester United. If you watch football, you can see their logo on Manchester United jersey. Okay. So when I meet the CEO, I will first have a meeting with them and say, so what is your goal for this year? What is your KPI? So the director, the shareholder will give them certain target that they need to meet. Okay. Then after I talk to the CEO to understand about his vision, his goal that he need to achieve, then I meet with the CFO because I need to see the numbers. CFO to see the facts and figure. Where are we now? For example, our goal for this year is $200 million, but we are now doing $50 million. So we still have about 6 months to achieve 150 million. Okay, something like that. So how can we make it happen? Okay, then I have to understand where your money come from. Your money come from which department who do the sales. Okay, maybe I have 3 departments, A, B, and C. Okay, department A focus on corporate, department B focus on retail, department C focus on consumer direct, B2C. Okay, so which are the biggest money generator? A, because it's a corporate company, correct? Okay, so when we know about this thing, then we can structure the feng shui for the whole office. Not only that, we also have a briefing session with the sales team. We bring in the sales team. We teach them how to use Feng Shui to do presentations, how to use Feng Shui when they meet customer, how can they use Feng Shui to apply Feng Shui to have better or higher closing rate. Okay, so this is one of the things that we do. We call it the top to bottom approach. It's not only talk to the CEO and change the Feng Shui, that's all. No, everyone have to understand the whole scenario on how to make it work. Okay, and because of this top to bottom approach, for their office in Philippines back in 2018, for the first time in 30 years, they hit the record by breaking the 1 billion peso record. For 30 years in Philippines, they never do 1 billion peso before. But after they do the Feng Shui changes, they hit the record to break the 30 years record. Okay, this is how Feng Shui can actually help them to achieve the sales figure, you know. Okay. Then the second thing is on the layout, for example, we will use the scientific Feng Shui formula to identify the wealth sector. Okay, just now someone asked about how to make money, right, using Feng Shui. Okay, so for your business, for example, you see, like if you look at this house, if you look at this house, for example, you can see that the money is at the back of the house. It's not at the front of the house. Correct or not? The left side is where the car Porsche. You can see 2 cars there, right? Okay, but the yellow box is where the money is at the back of the house. Okay, so this is one of the example why some business maybe they have sales, they cannot retain money, they cannot retain the profit. Or why in your house you have 2-3 business, you make some money here and there, but your money will find way to go out. You go certain place one, you will lose the money that you make. You cannot keep the wealth. Okay, so this is a very common problem that most people have, you know, because in the house when we use the formula to do the calculation, the money is at the back of the house. It's not at the front of the house. Okay, so what we do is when we find out about this situation, we will advise the customer to change, how to move the money from the back of the house to the front of the house. Let me show you some example here. Can you see the screen now? Still can see, right? Okay, I do some interaction so that it won't be so boring. Okay. So when the Feng Shui change, okay, when the Feng Shui change, so sometimes you don't need to do big changes, okay? Then some people will say, hey, then Master, if like that, what happened? I have to build a new house, or I have to move to a new house. No, not necessary. Okay, so what we can do is, if your money is here right now, okay, it's not good. Okay, then I will propose some minor changes, okay, to move the money to the front of the house, to the door. So when we move the money to the front of the house, then you stay in the same house, your luck will change. You start to keep money already. You start to accumulate wealth. Okay, so this is one of the thing that Feng Shui can help to change our luck. So for some business, maybe for example, like the money is here, and then you see this one, they have the long-term dispute argument, cannot retain money. Or maybe in some business, this one is not good for relationship, so they cannot retain the staff. So all the staff will come in for 3 months, 6 months, and then the staff will leave. Okay, so the same thing also we can do. We can change this one here, and then you can employ better staff. You can retain the staff. Okay, so this is how Feng Shui actually help us in our business and also in our house as well. Okay, so far okay, okay. I move on to another example. So for example, this one is the bedroom. So if you can see here, the bedroom is not good for the daughter. Okay. So what we do is we propose option 1 and option 2. Okay. So this is option 1. They can sleep according to this direction, or option 2. Okay. Then become positive instead of negative. This is negative. So for the son, the room is pointing towards west, is negative, minus for him. Bad for relationship, gossip, and backstab. So the son cannot focus in the school. When he go to school, he don't have much friend, or the friend always bully him. Okay. So what we do is, instead of sleeping in this way, facing to the west, we change the bed to sleep in this way. So after changing the bed to face in this way, from minus, bad feng shui become good feng shui. You see, good for health and a lot of friends. You see, so sometimes feng shui can be very simple. You change from negative to positive. Okay, within the same room. So these are some of the examples how feng shui can actually help you to change. Okay, so the time is almost here. So I stop here, and then if you have any question you want to ask me, you can ask me right now. Pass it back to you, Monica.
Thank you, Master Wai Loon. That was interesting. I actually learned a lot, and hopefully everyone here learned a lot too. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask directly to Master, you can raise your hand and I will unmute you. All right. Is anyone having a question?
Everyone very shy today. Or very stressed with the COVID.
You can go to the reaction and there is a button to raise your hand, or you can type in the chat box. If you don't know how to press the button, then I can also unmute you that way. Great. Maybe they are preparing a question. I have actually have a questions. So when you say everyone have to have a good feng shui, that means it's a myth, right? When some people say that, oh, this family create their good feng shui so that everyone else who, you know, go into the house or enter their ceremony events whatsoever will have bad luck. Is that
Sorry, again, can you rephrase the question? I don't really get you. Hello, yeah. Hello.
true?
Can you
Hello?
repeat the question? I think the internet hung just now.
Oh, okay. I catch your point that everyone in the office or at the house has to have good feng shui. So I assume that when there is a rumor saying that, oh, this family create the best feng shui for themselves, and so everyone who go in their house or business or events will have bad luck. Is that true?
You mean that let's say you do the good feng shui for yourself,
Mm.
and your friend come to your house, they have bad luck?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it doesn't work like that. It's not true.
Yeah, there are rumors like that, like the comments will have bad luck.
Usually this type of feng shui is casino. Usually when the casino create the feng shui very strong, and then when you go into the casino, you lose money. So what the casino do is instead of doing good feng shui, the casino do the bad feng shui to kill you. So when we do the feng shui for our office or our house, we do the good feng shui for ourselves. So for example, let's say you come and visit me in my house. My house is good feng shui. Okay, it will not affect you because you don't stay here. It will only affect me. And let's say in my office, it will affect my staff because they come to work every day. And if my customer come to see me, it will not affect them because they don't come to my office every day. So when you do the feng shui, how can you benefit from the feng shui? Is you have to always be there if the feng shui is good. And how do you avoid the bad feng shui? Is you don't spend so much time there. Okay, when the office is example, if let's say the meeting room is not good feng shui this year, okay, or this time, you can go in for a short meeting, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then you go out. But you don't sit in the office for 8 hours and do your work. It's not good. So this is how you avoid the bad feng shui. Okay, but if your house is good feng shui, your friend come and visit you, they won't get the bad luck one. It won't happen. That is only a belief, not feng shui. Okay.
Okay. Good. Thank you. I think we have a question. Miss Kanika, she would like to know the good year to have a baby.
My year is tiger and my husband year is monkey. So which year to take children for good luck? So are you referring to having a baby or referring to what, Kanika?
I think she mean when she can conceive and have the baby in which year. That will be good.
Oh,
Consider
okay.
given the 2 years that the couple are.
If you are looking to have a baby, if are you looking to have baby? Can you type to confirm? Just in case later I give the wrong information. If you're looking to have baby, then if you're looking to have baby right now, this year, for example, this year in the year 2021 to get pregnant, then you go and find out the sub location in your house. Where is the sub? In your house, okay? Go and find out where I want children in my family, which year good for my family, okay? So actually, any year is also okay because it doesn't matter one. So important is when you have the children, whether the children born on the year, the house is good for them or not, or the house that the current house, is it good for you and your husband or not? Okay. So for example, if let's say your house, the Feng Shui is good for you and your husband, and then you have a baby next year, and then the baby born next year, maybe a boy, for example, and the calculation is different from you and your husband, then the house may not be good for the baby. Okay, but this doesn't matter because we can do some changes to the house. Okay, because usually in a family, let's say a family, father, mother, son, and daughter, 4-person example. So sometimes the house can be good for the father, but not good for the mother. Good for the daughter and not good for the son. Okay, it's very common. Okay, I can tell you that 99% of our house, okay, have this problem. 99% of our house have this problem. Only 1 in 100 customer, everyone is the same category. Okay, only 1 in 100 customer, everyone in the same category. It's very rare. Okay, so what happened is when the house is good for the father, not good for the mother. Okay, we use the Feng Shui to modify a bit so that the house can be good for the father, good for the mother, good for the son, good for the daughter. So you don't have to worry on which year you want to have baby. Okay, so when you are ready to have the baby, for example, let's say now you are prepared to have baby, you go and find out your house right now, which room is in the south. Okay, which room is in the south. So when you find the room in the south, you can sleep in there, especially, but not now. Not now. If you sleep in the south room right now, you have bad luck. You sleep in July. If you sleep in July, then you have very high chance of getting pregnant. You see, timing is very important. Although south is very good, but not now. If you go in now, you have accident. If you are already pregnant, you have miscarriage. You have to go in July. Then you have a safe pregnancy. Okay, so for us, this is very important. Like now, I have 3 customers who is pregnant. Actually, one in Cambodia, one in Hong Kong, one in London. So now our next stage is to help them to make sure that they have a safe pregnancy and they can deliver the baby safely by end of this year. Okay, so this is how Feng Shui can help them to ensure they have a very safe pregnancy. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so that I hope that's answer your question, Kanika. I think it's tied to our common belief that we want to have children that have a year the animal match it with us and our spouse. Like we don't really consider the house or the locations, stuff like that. It's just the animal.
The animal sign is very general. It's not important. So if you want to calculate the animal sign, you just calculate the 6-year difference. The animal, you go by the sequence, rat, ox, tiger, 6 years, you don't clash. Other than that, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because in many family, even though the animal is very good for you, but in the Feng Shui formula is different. So when we use the Feng Shui formula to calculate, it may be opposite result. So that's why the animal sign is only very, very little, maybe 1 or 2% only. The Feng Shui is the effect that is about 30 to 40% that will affect the life of yourself and your children. So that is the important part. Okay? Yeah.
Bong Sok Dine, I will unmute you. You can ask Master.
Yes.
Okay. I actually asked you to unmute, but it doesn't seem to work. It's... Oh, okay. Okay, I'll wait for you to unmute. Can you talk now? Okay, I think she already typed in. Dear sir, my house faces south, my bedroom facing east. Is it good or not? She was born in the goat sign.
So number one, it depends on the year that you are your birthday. So if you are the 1979 good, for example, because 1979 is a good year, then it's very good. Okay. But if you are born in other good year, then it may not be very good. So it based on your birthday to do the calculation. Okay.
Okay. So you have to have exact
birthday to do the calculation. Oh, yes.
Okay. Is there any more question? I also would like to ask another one. Like I know that it's different for everyone, but is there a common rule for good Feng Shui in general, just like common practice that you can share?
Yes. So for example, like this year in the year of 2021, okay, in the year of 2021. So what you can do is you go and identify your location in your house. Let me share this thing to you all. It's also very important. Wait. Okay. Example. Okay, example, wait. Okay, let's say this is your house layout. Okay, so you take out your compass, you find out the direction of your entrance, and then after that you know all the location in your house. Example, this is the south, this is the southeast, this is the east. Okay, you draw out like this. Okay, you have to draw. Don't assume you'll be wrong one. When you draw out like this, you see you're going to identify where is the southeast. So example, like in here, this is the southeast. Can you see? This is the southeast. Okay. You see, this is the southeast location. Okay. When you find the southeast in your house, okay, you try to avoid this area for the whole year. Avoid this area. Okay. What do I mean by avoid this area? Okay. You don't spend time there. Okay. Don't spend time there. Okay. Try to avoid southeast area. So this will help you to take away the bad luck. Okay. If you are currently you have one place, your office or whatever in the southeast, you don't sit in the place. You sit in the other place. Okay. This is general, apply to everyone. Okay. This is very important. Okay. Then what you do is you go and find out where is the west. For example, in this house, this is the west.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the west. Okay. So when you find out where is the west, okay, you spend time here. You work here. You sleep here, you work here. Then you will have good luck. So this one is a general that everyone can use. Everyone can use. This is very general one, only short term, only for the next few months until end of the year. Okay. Remember, but this is very critical. If you in the southeast, your business can go bankrupt. You can fall sick. Everything will be bad. Then if you in the west, it can help you a bit. At this, even at the bad time, your business can see to start some improvement. Okay. So this is a general that you can use. Okay. I hope it can help all of you. Okay. Any other question?
We'll still have 30 minutes left. If you have questions, please let me know. Either you raise your hand or type in the chat box, and then I will answer.
Yeah.
I think for some, they don't have questions because they haven't identified the angle or the locations in the house.
Okay.
I think if they have all the layout, and then they will try to ask you to identify which is the good area, which is the not so good one.
Maybe you all can snapshot my contact here. You can message to me after this session. So I'm on Telegram, WhatsApp, Viber, Line, and also Facebook Messenger. This is my Malaysian number. Or you can take a photo of the screen or screenshot. Then later you can message to me. Okay. So I hope everyone who in Cambodia to stay safe at this point of time. So Feng Shui is not difficult. It's actually very simple things. We just need to understand about it and then make some changes. If our current position is not good, our luck is not good, we need to do some changes so that we can better position ourselves. Okay. Especially during this COVID time, it's a critical time. Okay.
In general, there is another question from Darawat. I was born in horse. So she has a horse sign. She planned to move to a new house to run business for restaurant. The house faces to the east.
Okay. So this one, there are a few things. Number one, we need to know the birth date for the whole family that you are going to move to the new house. Number two, like I mentioned here, we need to see the layout and the direction and the birth date. These are the three things, 1, 2, 3. Then only we can do the calculation to identify whether the new house is good or not good. The facing direction is good or not good. If it's not good, what can we do? How to change to become good? If it's good, then it's very good. So if let's say when you move to the new house, the money is here, then it's very good. If you move to the new house, the money is here, then it's not good. So this one, we need to do the calculation. Like this customer, they send the layout, the birth date, and then we do the calculation. Then we can identify it. You can PM to me later on. Okay? Okay. Then
Mr. Richard, he would like to know if you can share your file.
I have a general one, general Feng Shui report that I can share to all of you. So don't worry. I think every one of you register through the Google form, right? I received the contact as well, so I can PM the Feng Shui report to you all. Maybe to end by today or by tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay. I saw your graph that we are in in the down cycle until 2023 in general.
Yes.
So you mean for most of us, we can expect to get back after that, after 2023, like our health, our business, and all that?
This is not necessary, but overall it's like that. You see, okay, the Feng Shui, the long cycle is 20 years. Okay, 20 years is 2004 to 2023. Okay, so now we are in 2021, 2022, and coming 2023. So when we at the end of the cycle, the luck is not so strong. The luck is not so strong. So if you see the previous cycle, I give an example. The previous cycle start from 2023 until 2003, 1983. Okay, so before 2004, the last big cycle start from 1983 to 2003. So if you all can observe, remember in 1997 we have the financial crisis for the whole world. Okay, and then after that we have the year 2000. We are worried about the computer Y2K problem. Correct? So you see, every time when we almost to the end of the cycle, something is going to happen. Because the luck of the whole world is changing. The luck of the whole world is changing. So something big is going to happen. Okay. So same thing right now. We are now in the 200. The cycle end in 2023. So we are almost to the end here. That's why we can see a lot of things start to change. Okay, a lot of things start to change. So this is what will affect us. Okay, so this is the long cycle. So what we can do is, the long cycle, the energy of the long cycle is too big. It's too big for us to counter. Why? Because as I said before, actually Feng Shui is the energy in our solar system, how it affects us. Okay, when Earth at different position, okay, the solar system at different position, the other planet will affect the energy on planet Earth. Okay, so that's why I say, some people, they put the mirror on the door, on top of the door, to reflect the bad energy, or the mirror. It doesn't work, because we are talking about the whole universe energy. Okay, if the building is going to collapse, the building is going to collapse. You put a mirror here, at like the Marvel, you think the building won't collapse? You will definitely die. Correct or not? Okay, so the energy is so big that we cannot. So what we can do is we play along with the energy. We play along with the energy, and then we understand where is the bad energy, we avoid, and then where is the good energy, and then we try to leverage on that. Okay, so we come back to here just now. Where is the slide? Wait, this one. Okay, so this is the long cycle that is going to happen. So what we do is, we make sure that in the in the mid cycle, change every 9 years. Okay, so the mid cycle change every 9 years. So this every 9 years of the mid cycle, so this mid cycle every 9 years, it depends on your house. Okay, so it depends a lot on your house. So everyone have a different house and a different direction. So maybe in the mid cycle, for example, some of you may be here. Okay, some of you may be going down. Some of you may be at the bottom. Some of you may be here in the mid cycle. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to identify where is your current position. So example, if your current position is here, you cannot wait for a few years. So we change the Feng Shui so that immediately you can come here. This is what we call the mid-cycle changes. Understand?
Yeah.
So when we are not able to, we don't have to wait now. We can just move forward on that. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think we have a few questions here.
Sure.
Niza, she asked, how can I know my birthday is good Feng Shui or not? How can you tell if someone's birthday is bad or good?
Okay, every birthday is also good. There is no terrible Feng Shui one. If the terrible Feng Shui, you won't be here today. Maybe when you are a kid, you already passed away. So everyone, the Feng Shui, our birthday is definitely good one. Okay, because how can Feng Shui help you to leverage? Okay, this is a very good question. Let me share with you. Okay, so give an example. I give an example here. So let's say if your birthday is good, okay, it's good, okay, and your house that you stay is also good. Your office the Feng Shui is also good. Example when you check the Feng Shui, then your business will prosper. Okay, very simple formula, correct not? Very simple formula. So let's say your birthday is not so good, okay, and then your house the Feng Shui is not good for you. Then your office is also not good. Then your business will suffer. You see, this is how we do the combination. So what you can
how to tell if the birthday is not so good?
Okay, what I mean that the birthday is not good. For example, let's say for your birthday, like I say, everyone have a good birthday one. What I mean is, let's say for yourself, your good direction is south. Example, your good direction is south or north. And then your bad direction, let's say, is west. Example, is west. Okay. So this one is fixed, man. Cannot change because it's your birthday. Correct or not? Your birthday cannot change, man. And then when you stay in the house, your house is facing west. So is it good or bad?
It's always bad, right?
It's always bad. And then your office is also, let's say, facing northwest. Example. So it's also bad. It's also not good. Then your business will suffer. You understand?
Okay.
So if your birthday, your good direction is north and south, and then your house is facing north, then your feng shui is good, correct or not? And then when you go to your office is facing south, then your feng shui is good. You see? So this is how we use the calculation to identify whether it's good for us or not.
If we never get to identify by the calculations, some people like to remember, like to notice that their family is good in big directions, and then they try to follow in their lifetime, like to go in that direction.
Yes. So that's why some people they when for example, let I go back to the chart here. Okay. So you see this chart here, for example, this is one of the part I extract from the report I give to my customer. So if let's say your good direction is 90 marks, I put here good direction 90, so that you don't know feng shui also you can understand. If you are facing, for example, for this one, facing southeast is 90 mark. So if this person facing southeast is the best for him, so for his lifetime, he also face to southeast. You understand? He can use the office or the computer table face to southeast. And then
always follow that direction.
Yes. And then if let's say this person, the back direction is minus 90, is the worst one. So minus 90 is the worst one, will be southwest. So for this person, he cannot face southwest. So if he face to the southwest, it will be very difficult for him to do work, very difficult to success.
Okay. I think we have another question. With Chia, I'm not sure if he or she, but Vijay would like to ask that, it's a she. Her husband is a tiger and she's a horse. And she has a daughter who was born in a pig year. Is it good that the house and her bedroom face to the west?
This one, we need to know the exact birthday. The exact birthday, then only I can calculate. Because it's based on the formula is based on your birthday. Only to calculate. The formula is not based on the animal sign. So the formula is based on birthday.
Yeah. So Vijay, you can personally message our master after this. So maybe he can help.
Yeah.
And then from Sokdina, she has another question. If we want to have business together, we should think about the year we were born or not, besides character, whether we are successful on this collaboration.
Okay, this one is depends on your situation. Example, if you are only partner for investment and your partner don't go to the office, then it depends on who go to the office. So the feng shui will follow the person who go to the office. Okay, if you partner and both of you go to the office, then the feng shui will follow the office feng shui will have to be good for both partners. You understand? For example, I have one customer in Cambodia, husband and wife in the same company, but the husband invests the money in the company, the wife run the company. So the feng shui for the office must be good for the wife and the staff, but not necessarily for the husband, because the husband only invests money, the husband don't go to the office. Okay, this is an example. And then I have another example. The husband and wife run the restaurant, Okay, this one in Thailand. So when the husband and wife run the restaurant, the husband is the chef, so the wife is the manager. So the feng shui for the restaurant must be good for the husband and wife. Okay, so this one is depend on your operation. Okay, I hope it can answer to your question. Any other thing that you want to ask?
So in general, we should have a good feng shui for everyone who stay in the area, right? Either the house or the office.
Yeah, because when you have the good feng shui, good thing will come to you. When you have the bad feng shui, you always have the bad luck, and you meet with the bad people, you will get cheated. People will ask you to buy the land, but it's a scam. You get cheated. Then you will lose the money, you know. Or when you are, example, I have one friend in Cambodia also. Boyfriend, girlfriend, they are in relationship. But because the feng shui is bad, okay, then they break up. The moment I see the feng shui is bad, I know that this couple will break up. Then after they break up, then the girl cry. Then we change the feng shui for her, and then she follow the changes. After she changed the feng shui, then they get back together. You see, this is how feng shui can affect our life. Okay, very simple thing. Okay,
Also have another question. When you say you change the feng shui, does that mean like when I saw like they just, you know, they recommend you to place some object or change the color of the room, stuff like that? Is that what you mean when you say changing their feng shui?
No, like I said just now, place object or color nothing to do with feng shui.
Okay.
So it can be something like this. Example, let's say you can see the layout here. Okay. So if let's say you are sleeping like this, facing to west. Okay. So if you are sleeping like this, facing to west, I mean get an arrow. Okay. So if you are sleeping here, facing to west, your head point to here is not good for you. Then you change your bed to here, become very good. Your feng shui change already. Very simple. Okay, no need to buy anything. Okay, so always remember, if you need to place anything, to buy something, or your lucky color, lucky number, then it's not feng shui already. Okay, that one is not feng shui already. So very simple. Just like the bed like this, not good. Change the bed like this. You just sleep like this, then you become very good already. Very simple. Okay,
Okay. Very clear.
Any other question?
We still have 10 minutes left. If there is some more questions.
Yeah, you all can feel free to ask me. I hope I can help you all to solve some of the things that you have in mind to be more clear. Okay. No? Everyone okay? Okay, maybe I share some example. Okay. For example, like this one. You see, just now I mentioned about the kitchen stove, right? Okay. So if the kitchen stove in here, let's say this area is the dead chi, then you will fall sick. Okay. And then another example is if this area is good for you. So it depends on your birthday. For some people, if this area is good for you for your birthday, and then you have the kitchen stove here, it will be suppressing your career and your business. You cannot grow. You move to a certain level, almost to promotion, but then you cannot promote. Your business grow to a certain level, you want to expand, but you cannot expand. So this is what will happen also. So what we do is, if you have this situation, then we have to move the stove a bit. So in some houses, they may have the kitchen like this area, the whole area very big. So what we can suggest is we just do a simple, just move from here to here. Very simple. Okay. Then you can solve the problem really. Okay. But this one is based on individual, based on the house. Okay. The direction and who is staying there and who is using that house. Okay.
In general, I think some people is hesitant to go have a Feng Shui consultant because they are afraid that you will ask them to, like reconstruct the house because they already bought one. Actually, it's not true, right? You just have a minor change.
Yeah.
To
So
that.
actually, the most important thing is it's very simple. A lot of people have this thing in mind. Actually, it's also true. Why? Because the tradition last time when the Feng Shui master they do the Feng Shui, they very they don't think how to be more practical. Example, let's say today you go to school, you study, and the school teach you this plan is very good. Then I come to your house. Oh, your house is this plan. It's not same as this plan. So you must change your house to this plan. Correct enough? Then you have to do a lot of renovation, not the kitchen, not the toilet, bring down.
Yes.
Correct enough? Okay. That's why this one is not wrong, but it's not creative. You cannot solve the problem. Customer already have problem, and then you create more problem. Okay. It's not creative. Okay. So, but we as the customer must also know that if the current position is not good, we need to change. For example, let's say I'm too fat, I need to change my diet so that I can slim down. And if I don't exercise, now I need to start to exercise so that I can be healthy. Correct? Not? We need to change. So the Feng Shui for the house is the same. If your house is not healthy, you need to change. Okay? If your house have a bad habit, bad Feng Shui, you need to change. Okay? This is the important thing. But what we do is we try to minimum the changes. For example, like this case, for example, you see what happened to this customer is he just from the master room, he just moved to the guest room, the second room. Okay, he just swapped the room. So he have 3 rooms. He have 1 room, 2 room, and 3 room. Okay, available in the house. So what he do is he just changed the room. And the moment he changed the room, the Feng Shui changed already. Everything become good already. Not even $1 of renovation. Nothing to do. Can be very simple. And then just now for example, like just now the bed, like for the children, the bed face to this direction, not good. You just turn the bed, then become good already. Sometimes can be very simple. Not necessarily complicated. Depends on your layout. Okay. That's why we always try to find practical and simple solution, not necessarily cost a lot of money. Okay.
I think in general, we can all have, like you say, layout of our area, like the house or the office, that easy to identify which area.
Yes. So it's important to draw out like this. Even myself and my student also, I teach them they must do this drawing, because if you don't do the drawing, you may go wrong. It's important to get it right. Okay.
It's good for the long run too. Like we can always refer to this layout.
Yes.
Thank you, Master Wai Loon. I think we have arrived at that time, and I thank you so much. I and TEDP, thank you so much for spending the time with us today on Saturday morning. It was a pleasant learning experience from all of us, I know. And if anyone in this room would like to contact Master Wai Loon, you can refer to this slide. And then he will also send his general report to your email as well. So, Bong Bori, would you like to have a last word?
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, great. So thank you, Master Wai Loon, for today.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that. សូមអរគុណដល់បងអស់លោកស្រីនាងកញ្ញាដែលបានចូលរួមនៅក្នុងទិវាព្រឹកនេះអញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាបងមានចម្ងល់អីអាចតាក់ទងទៅ Master Wai Loon តាម address ដែលគាត់បានដាក់នៅក្នុង slide អញ្ចឹងនាងខ្ញុំតំណាងឲ្យក្រុមការងាររៀបចំព្រឹកនេះសូមអរគុណអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាដែលបានចូលរួមហើយសូមឲ្យអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាជួបតែសេចក្តីសុខនិង enjoy lunch នៅថ្ងៃនេះ ហើយបើសិនជាអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាចាប់អារម្មណ៍នឹង free webinar ផ្សេងៗសូមអញ្ជើញចូលទៅក្នុង Facebook page របស់ TEDP Talent Excellence Development Partners ហើយបើសិនជានាងខ្ញុំមានកំហុសអីថ្ងៃនេះសូមអធិស្ឋានសូមទោសផងដែរបើសិនជាមានកំហុសផ្សេងៗទាក់ទងនឹងភាសាឬការប្រើប្រាស់បច្ចេកទេសផ្សេងៗសូមអរគុណនិងសូមជម្រាបលា
Okay.
Thank you, Master Ooi Loon. Have a nice lunch.
Yeah, thank you.
See you later.